Well, a Bahamian mother and daughter came face to face with what they call multiple heavily armed police officers while vacationing in Florida, resulting in the duo now seeking legal action against a South Florida hotel. Leah Cooper has the details on why in this next report.
We've seen it on social media and in headlines across dozens of U.S. news entities, multiple accounts of black men and women losing their lives at the hands of the police. And a Bahamian mother and daughter vacationing in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, believes they too could have been another statistic. Meet Tiffany Bethel Pettigan and her daughter, Tamia Daxton. They had just arrived in Fort Lauderdale this past Saturday and were attempting to check in at a hotel.
When we got there was a gentleman behind the counter trying to assist guests in checking in. Once he got to me, he tried to use my Visa debit card, and he couldn't get it to go through.
After 4 attempts of trying to swipe, tap, pin, and enter the card manually, the front desk agent was unable to successfully charge Pettigan's card. Pettigan then indicated that she noticed a couple attempting to check in also experiencing issues with their card. It was at this point the front desk agent phoned the hotel's general manager for assistance.
So while he was talking to the general manager with regards to the other couple's issue, I asked him if he could allow her to walk her through my issue as well. Because maybe the card isn't being entered correctly. So he said, I tried 4 times, and he started to get, a little agitated.
She says from that point, it was a back and forth between Expedia attempting to remedy the situation and friends and family members trying to offer some form of assistance. Pettigan says she initially thought that in the worst case scenario, she and her daughter would stay in the area, do some shopping, and get some food. She intended to return to the hotel around 8:30 that evening with her friends so that she could use their card for the charges. However, she says they weren't allowed that option, and that's when things took a sudden turn.
He's on the phone saying to his general manager that the customer is being rude, the customer is being belligerent, and he basically is asking for permission to call the police. So I hear him talking, but I don't think that he means me. He started to shout into the phone at the rep from Expedia, and he said to her, "The card declined 4 times. I'm canceling this booking, and I want off this property."
Overwhelmed with confusion, Pettigan says she questioned how a simple banking error ended with she and her daughter being ordered off the property, never to return. It was at that point, she says, the front desk agent indicated that he was going to call the police.
The doors open, and in walks 3 heavily armed police officers. I felt as though had I been the cliche Black woman, the cliche Bahamian, had I been that me, I do believe that situation could have turned deadly.
She says she even went live on Facebook in an attempt to protect herself, but even that video was met with some criticism.
And so I have people, making comments and suggesting that maybe I was rude or belligerent or I carried on in the place and that's why the guy called the police and then I calmed my tail down. That was the statement. The burden of proof is on me. I have to prove that I behaved calmly and that I was not rude and that I was not deserving of the treatment that I deserved, that we received.
Since the incident, Pettigan says they've been contacted by the hotel's manager and general manager, who have both extended their apologies for the mishap and indicated that a refund was processed. Moving forward, she says she intends to take legal action against the hotel.
For me, this has happened often, but it's not going to happen again. I'm not going to lay down. I'm not going to take it. Because we as Bahamians, we have to know our own buying and selling power. We are the vast majority of tourism. And so if we are able to go there and be mistreated this way, and then we continue to go and we continue to give them our dollars, we have to know our power.
Leah Cooper, Eyewitness News.